Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're going to dive into a really common headache for any team building with microservices: how to handle dependencies so your services can actually be mobile and independent. So let's jump right in.
First things first, I've got a question for you. Do your microservices travel light? Seriously, think about it. When you need to move a service from, say, testing into production, is it packing a simple carry-on, or does it need a massive moving truck full of baggage to get there? Well, that baggage, that's what this is all about. You know, in a perfect world, this would be so easy. Each microservice would be its own little self-contained universe, packing everything it needs inside itself. We're talking its code, its configuration, even its own private database. Just total independence. Sounds amazing, doesn't it?
But of course, like a lot of ideals, this one kind of smacks right into reality. So why is this dream of total independence often just not practical? And in a lot of cases, why is it just plain wasteful?
Okay, before we get to the solution, let's look at where a lot of us start. This is the old way, right? The classic monolithic approach. You've got all these different application components, but they're all pointing to one giant central database cluster. Sure, it's convenient for operations, but it creates this massive web of dependencies. Trying to move just one piece is like trying to untangle one Christmas light. You end up having to pull the whole box out.
So then you've got the total opposite extreme. That theoretical ideal we talked about. Every single microservice has its own fully embedded database right inside it. This absolutely guarantees independence, no question. The service brings its entire world with it wherever it goes, but, and this is a huge but, this approach comes with a massive, massive cost.
And yeah, that cost is the real deal breaker here. I mean, can you imagine embedding a full-on Cassandra or Oracle cluster inside every single one of your microservices? It's just not feasible. The waste in resources, the licensing, the operational headache, it's a non-starter for pretty much anything but the most basic use cases.
Okay, so if the old way is a tangled mess and the ideal way is just crazy expensive, what are we supposed to do? What's the middle ground? Well, that's where this idea of pragmatic mobility comes in.
And honestly, the easiest way to get your head around this is to think like a frequent traveler, someone who's on the road all the time. What's their number one rule? Pack light. It's that simple. You don't bring things that you know are going to be waiting for you when you get there.
It's a perfect parallel. A smart traveler knows the hotel is going to have towels, so they don't waste precious suitcase space on them. They just pack their clothes. It's the exact same logic for a mobile microservice. It knows the data center is going to provide the heavy stuff, like the database cluster. So it only needs to pack the one thing that's truly its own, its data.
Okay, but this leads to a really important question. I mean, if we're going to rely on a database that's already there at our destination, aren't we just falling back into the old trap? How do we share the database without accidentally sharing data and creating all those dependencies all over again?
The answer is this really simple but super powerful idea: shared infrastructure, isolated data. So yeah, multiple services can absolutely use the same database installation, the same physical Cassandra cluster, for example, but, and this is the non-negotiable part, each service is only allowed to touch its own private namespace data, no peeking. It's exactly like having locked rooms in a hotel. Everyone shares the hallways and the lobby, but what's in your room is yours and yours alone.
So here's what that looks like in the real world. You've got your services, and they're all pointing to one shared cluster. But look closely. Each one is interacting only with its own little slice of data. The data itself is totally separate, completely walled off. And what this gets you is the best of both worlds, right? You get the efficiency of using a shared cluster, but you keep the independence of each service. Now, Service A can move to a totally different data center, carrying only its data, confident that a compatible cluster will be there to host it.
All right, so let's wrap this up. What are the big things to remember? Number one, trying to cram every single dependency into every service, it's just a recipe for waste. Number two, this whole pragmatic mobility thing is really just about one idea: packing light, just like a savvy traveler. And that brings us to the golden rule: share the infrastructure, but never, ever share the data. That is the secret sauce to getting both deployment mobility and true independence.
So, I'll leave you with a final question. Take a hard look at your own services. What kind of heavy luggage are they dragging around right now that could be left behind at the destination?
Hey, if this explainer helped you, do us a favor and hit that like button. Even better, share it with your team. And, of course, subscribe so you don't miss our next deep dive. Thanks so much for watching.